Hey, good morning, everyone. The Eaton fire is about 3% contained, but for the first time, the sun is coming up, so we're on the ground here in the Altadena community, just right up against the foothills here north of Pasadena. I'm going to give you a look next to me here because this is quite the common sight. This is one of the burned out vehicles, and you can see these power lines down underneath the car as well. So this is an area that is under a mandatory evacuation. The power is out, and you can see why. I mean, just look at this damage. This was actually some kind of church or a religious center. I was just looking it up, but again, this is one of those kind of really tight-knit communities from what I've learned from the people who live here. And if you look closely, this is another one of the reasons why these evacuation orders are still in place. Now, we're not exactly on the front lines of the fire, but you can see some of the flames in the middle of this just burned out building. You can smell it in the air. You can see it in the air. The air quality right now is certainly not great. It's not as bad, I will say, as it was a couple of days ago, but that is one of the reasons why we're masking up when we're out here. And I just want to show you, if I can, I hope this turns out. This is a corner right here. There's some other news crews here as well. There were a couple businesses on this block, a couple of shops. This is what this area used to look like. This is the religious center that you just saw is now burned down. And this is that block. This is what it used to look like. I'm going to kind of bring you around here. And this is just what it looks like now, just right here. And then over to the side of us here, it appears there was another structure that was destroyed. So this is what people are still waking up to. Again, a little bit of progress when it comes to the Eaton fire. This is, again, the damage from the Eaton fire, but it's only 3% contained at this point. The winds are still for right now, but that certainly is something that could change. The Santa Anas, those high wind gusts are really what got these all out of control. So we're going to continue to kind of monitor and see how things are going. Simone, Pete, and Kylie, they had nearly, I think, 40,000 structures are still threatened at this point. So still got some ways to go in making sure everyone can come back home. But I will say it is a very eerie and strange feeling being here and seeing these burned out buildings and cars and having the power out as well. It's just sad. It's devastating to see in person, for sure.
Wow, and that comparison, that really puts it into perspective, just how much has changed.
And I think that's really part of the reason why that we wanted to send you, Whitney and Jared, and have our crews on the ground to really give our viewers a perspective, because it's so hard to imagine, and then having that first-hand perspective from our team on the ground is so important as our viewers continue to deal with this.
Whitney, stay safe out there. We appreciate your coverage, and we'll see you back in the 8 o'clock hour. We do want to welcome you to